A 13.2 bridge almost destroyed my truck today. Not only did the bridge get in the way, here's what it's like unloading in Chicago and some of the difficulties we struggle with as a car hauler in the heart of Chicago. And this is why car hauling is one of the most extreme trucking jobs. Today I had to unload on a street in Chicago. This is a parking spot that I'm parked in, and look at how much wider I am than a parking spot, making it tough for cars to get around me, and there's nowhere to park because the dealership is on the right and they have no entrance for trucks. I'm parked in a towaway zone, and if that wasn't great, 13.2-foot bridge just half a mile up the road with no way to turn around. There wasn't any parking spots closer to the dealer, so I have to walk about quarter of a mile to get to my truck each time. As you can see, there's no parking spots closer. I can't park over here where I block an entrance into somewhere. Since I gotta walk further, it takes longer to unload. And check out the situation I'm dealing with. Some of the cars that are facing the opposite way, I have to drive off into the oncoming lane, turn left into this grocery store, and then come back around and make a right next to my semi-truck. That's the only way to turn around and get myself to the dealership. And on our load, we have a total of 5 cars that were facing the opposite way that I have to turn around and drive the other way to the dealer. And remember, the bigger the city, the more inconsiderate the drivers are, because they're always used to chaos on the road and everyone's selfish. I was taking off my last car and it got pretty busy back here. Look at how many cars are piled up behind me. But I still got to get off, turn left into that grocery store, and get into the line behind all those cars to make a right turn. That Subaru you see right there, he backed up, he let me through. I made a left turn into the grocery store, and I waited in line like a good boy to make a right turn, and it just kept getting busier and busier by the moment. We finally managed to get 7 cars off at this dealership, all of them inspected and signed for, and that's it, we're done. Time to close up the trailer, but wait. We still have to deal with a 13.2-foot bridge up ahead. There's no way to back up. As you can see, it's super busy. There's nowhere to turn around and go the other way. And we have the tallest point right there at 13 feet and half an inch. And there's a ramp to that interstate right after that low bridge. So if we go slow, we should have at least 1 inch of clearance from the bridge. It's even a struggle to get to my driver door because of how many cars are coming this way. And of course, it has to get worse. As soon as it's time to pull out into the lane, there's dead stop traffic. Now imagine if I had to wait in all this traffic with each car to get them to the dealership. Luckily, we got it done before the traffic started. We hopped our way back into the lane, and let's go meet this 13.2 bridge. There it is, 3 warning signs before the bridge of 13.2. Looks like an old railroad bridge, and sometimes these bridges are a few inches taller than they say they are, but if this was one of my first stops and I still had cars in the trailer, that would be very bad. But this is the only way out. It looks super close as we were going under it, and then I pulled up to a homeless man and asked him if I touched the bridge, and he didn't even look my way. Broke a few sweats on the way in Chicago, but we are done. It feels good to be back in traffic in Chicago on the main road. So after seeing this, do you agree with me? Car hauling is the most extreme trucking job out there.